Hello everybody, welcome back to Minecraft Survival Series 2. Got some business to take care of. I wasn't initially planning on tackling this. I think that Drowned has that and not a actual one, but I did grab some milk just in case. I was going to do this with TNT, but something happened when I was going over to grab some, and I'll go ahead and show you that now. So I was already short on time, so I just grabbed some arrows, and I shouldn't be wasting the TNT anyways. Even though it would have been funner, but I legitimately have no clue how they all got this stuff. Most of them have string, and they're wearing armor even though it doesn't fit right. So basically, I wasn't planning on starting recording this anytime soon. I still have to edit the last episode, but this was creating problems with me opening chests and accessing the villager trade menus. I think this is what it was doing it. There was a lot of lag. It wasn't too laggy down there, but anything where I had to press LT to do it just wasn't wanting to work. And it was getting annoying. So back to that clip I showed you. I have no clue what the hell that was. I don't know why it keeps backing out like that. What the hell is it doing? Is it because it's mending that I can't shoot while it does that? That's stupid. But basically I go through the portal and I break the blocks. I spawn in the portal, then I break blocks and they don't actually break, and then I save the game. It takes a while and it winds up respawning me in the portal where I should be. That is so stupid that it does that. But it spawns me where I should. Whenever I get experience orbs, it's gotta do its like pulse thing where it goes down, and I don't know where these guys got the pillager thing. I did wind up I don't know if I mentioned this, I did wind up killing one with the banner when I was digging out the river thing to get villagers over here. And I do have that banner in my like valuables chest over by the thing. I don't want these ones to despawn. Why are they not dying quicker? This is a power 5 bow. I don't know how I just got hurt. I thought this would be a lot quicker. I have no idea how these dudes started spawning, and if they keep coming back, I'm gonna have to. This one has armor, so it's taking a while. If they keep coming back, I'm gonna have to figure something out with that. Look at all this junk. I want all the chainmail armor just in case I ever need it for something. I already have some from... I was looking around for an orange flower, which you'll see in a minute why. I also did put Unbreaking 3 on this. I had a couple Unbreaking 3 books just laying around. I think that's most of them. Oh, there's a whole area down here. This is... why does it auto throw shit out like that? Like, maybe I want to choose what I have in my inventory, not just let you decide. This is gonna be a pain. Or it still feels laggy, but that could be all of that. I got a stack of gunpowder from there. Holy shit. All the armor out. And I did redo my ender chest. I'll explain what I have going on here in a minute here. I'm just gonna put all these arrows in here. I think some had chainmail armor, but I think they dropped gold armor for some reason. I want that banner. This shit's all gonna despawn. Get out of the water. Is there like a bunch of them in a cave or something somewhere? Because I'm still seeing a lot of lag. I think that is everything that I want. Now I kind of want to get those gold ingots back. Get me up. I think I got them. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna get this whole thing, get all this out of my inventory and get rid of what I don't want real quick. Okay. That is the last of it. Normally I would smelt down the gold armor, but I just really don't feel like it. So we're gonna go over my ender chest a bit here. I did get some things set up. I got from that. I just got a full set of chainmail armor. I guess it's chain. I already have a whole other set plus a helmet. I think I have that down in the thing. I'm gonna keep them somewhere. You know, just some chests somewhere. I don't know if I'll ever need them, but might as well keep them, seeing how they're fairly rare. This is one shulker box I have in here. This is kind of like a toolbox for now. I just put all these arrows in here. You know, I got an extra bed, boats, the crafting tables, and books I keep on. If I need to ever buy some books, that's why I keep them in here. And start carrying around crafting tables. That way I don't get to go, you know, chop down a tree to get a crafting table if I'm somewhere new. This is also where I keep some buckets and the flint and steel, which I'll probably enchant at some point. And basically what I want to do is I'll have like a few of each type of tool in a toolbox, and that's what I'll have in my ender chest most of the time. You see I have tools that, you know, more often I use out for now. I accidentally crafted these when trying to craft gold up into blocks, which that was fun. But basically what I want to do, oh yeah, I didn't talk about the red one. The red one is a rocket box. Most of you have, I haven't been flying a lot, but I just did a little bit. That's why I got the rockets down. But I have spent most of the time over the past couple of days down over in here. So I did take the nitwit out of here, and you can see Enderman being a pain. So I'll take that down at some point, probably because I can just drop them down into the hole immediately now when I get them here. So if I go down here, I don't think I made any changes to the decoration or whatever. I've been getting a lot of gold. I wanted to have this at a full thing. I was just short of it, and I probably would have gotten close if I wouldn't have accidentally crafted a bunch of fucking pressure plates. Thank you, terrible crafting system. So a lot of changes down here. I have completely ripped out the storage system, the wall in between the two rooms, and yeah, this is what this is now. So this is auto sorted. I'll leave a link in the description to the auto sorted Silent Whisper as usual. This is kind of just how I set the hopper line. I probably could have done these straight down, but I think they get sucked out quicker than they go to this one anyways. But I was still trying to figure out how I was going to do this. But this is pretty simple. So that's, I can get back there. I can probably put some stuff back there, some storage for something if possible. This is just extra sorting material. Here's the overflow chest. You know, it's nothing to, you know, just the normal whatever. These indicate what's stored here. So these are gold blocks and these are rotten flesh. I gave rotten flesh a couple extra ones for now because it might take some time to trade that away. That way I don't have to worry about too much. I might adjust this a little bit. I'm thinking I might give rotten flesh even another one or might even expand this a bit because rotten flesh takes a while to trade away. So it starts off down here, then it will fill up this whole row, and then it will come back to here, and we'll do all that, and then like this would be the last chest it would fill up, and it, same thing on this one. So a lot of work's been done in here. Just got the 2 nitwits roaming around. I've gotten all of one side in, so I think it's like 11. And I traded away all of the rotten flesh, obviously, that I had. That took a while. It took like a whole day, because you only trade a certain amount, then you gotta wait a while to be able to trade more. But this is where I am on emeralds. I did up the math, and it's over like 10,000 emeralds, I think, or close to it. I did like spend 36 on 6 blue ice because I need blue ice, and wandering traders will spawn up by my bed over there. I need to probably build an ice farm, but I'm gonna do this for now. They're 6 apiece, so they're kind of expensive, but they are hard to find. But you can only buy 6 at a time. So I'm gonna continue to buy those when I get them, just for now, because until I can hopefully find a good ice farm. But I was struggling with that before. So with that being said, trading away all this rotten flesh does take a while. I'm gonna get, obviously all these guys in at some point, probably by the end of this video, just off camera. But I still don't know if that's gonna be too good, because I AFK'd here for like, I think it's 14 hours, so it's a pretty long one. And I think I had like 3 or 4 chests of each. Just produces about the same amount of each item. And that still took me like 2 hours or so, I think, to trade all that away. I don't know if 22 is honestly going to be enough. I might have to expand this even more. Maybe I can go that way a bit and have a whole other room that's just identical. I think that should be possible. Or something. I'm going to see what it's like with 22, because the problem is, like, I can easily trade away rotten flesh way quicker than this farm can produce it. It's super quick, but it still takes a while when that has built up. Another solution could be expanding this a bit. See, I just have this, so I can get back here and empty out the hoppers or whatever if I have to get back here for anything. And this, I just put this scaffolding here. You've already seen this, so I can get up here. This sorter also was very easy, and it's working pretty good. I haven't really had any issues. I did have one slight problem where the filter materials and stuff fall out, but that's my fault because there's these pistons here, and I didn't have this block of obsidian, so that was my fault. And as the pistons moved, and like all of them fell out, but it honestly seems pretty good. I think I was originally, I think I mentioned that I wasn't going to do full auto sort. I was gonna just, for my bulk storage area that I talked about and my one at my base, I wasn't gonna do that, but I think I've changed my mind, because this is so nice, and it's honestly not that hard to build. There's not a lot to it, but as you see, I haven't decided exactly how I'm gonna do this room decorating wise. I'm probably just gonna leave it like this for a while, like I did with the rest of it. And I originally planned on doing it like purple and gold. I don't know if I'm still gonna do that. I might throw some orange in. I'm not sure. But as for the rest of this video, I honestly don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. There's a lot of, I get to sleep. There's a lot of stuff I need to do. Like, I need to get the whole storage thing, like I talked about in the last video. So that's probably what it's gonna be. I'm getting a bit rambly at this point, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut to the future, because I still need to edit the last episode. Yay! Okay, so it's been a couple of weeks since the last clip. I have been having some issues with Minecraft. That portal glitch happened again and actually killed me. I was able to recover all my stuff, though. And then there's a whole, foot of snow. So that was fun. But I'm here in my creative test world, obviously. And this is the design I have so far for the storage rooms. So I start off with a 25 by 25, but then I realized for the auto sorters I needed a bit more room. So instead of pushing it in, because I thought that there wouldn't be enough space in there, then I decided to add other 5 blocks onto it. Also, these blocks aren't going to be the actual blocks I build this out of. This is just, for me to figure out the layout and everything. So how this is gonna be is this is gonna be where I move my nether portal to, and this is going to be dead center in the middle of my base, with this beacon like representing where the beacon is now. Um, and yes, I am gonna switch it to netherite blocks eventually. Probably just start with diamonds for now. But this first level is obviously gonna be where the portal is, and then these are not gonna be automatically sorted. The floor will obviously be something too. The building blocks aren't what they're gonna be, like I said. This one I took two out here, and this is probably like the valuables chest. I went through a list of all the items you can obtain in survival Minecraft, and I cut it down from like 500 to like 190 that I want in here, and then I also did it for like bulk items, a separate one for like bulk items, so like stuff I have farms of and stuff. That'll be a separate storage system over at the industrial area, which I don't know why I'm looking in direction because I'm in a different world. But down here will be stuff like that I can't really sort or don't really need to. So like I'll have like a chest for just random wood things, you know, somewhere. I still have to figure out what's gonna go where. But then as you can probably notice, I'm gonna have these honey block water elevator things to get up, and then on two ends, and then this just drop down here. I'll probably put slime blocks there. I don't know if that should be enough to take damage. So back behind here will obviously be redstone for the sorters. And each row, this is 17 a row, which comes up to 68 per floor. I was thinking about having some like go in the middle in like a cross pattern, but I decided against that. And I'll just have to build up when I, need more. And to begin with, I'm going to need like 3 floors. Also, there's going to be space here underneath some of the redstone on every floor. Don't know what's going to happen there, and as you probably noticed in the beginning, there's going to be space down here too. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this space in the actual one. Obviously, not quite sure yet. But then I was starting to think, well, okay, I have to actually work on getting the supplies for this. I'm thinking, oh, what am I going to build it out of? I got to get all those blocks. And then I realized there's a bit bigger of an issue than what the hell I'm going to build it out of, and that is, okay, I didn't explain this properly, but this is going to be 6 chests high. So there's 6 chests, and then there's like another 2 layers of hopper stuff and all that. So this is going to be 8 high, but each one of these is going to have 6 hoppers plus another 2 for the sword. So that's like 8 every row, and then there's also going to need to be a row of hoppers that go around this whole thing. I haven't figured out what like item, where I'm going to do like the whole item input and the overflow chest and all that. That still hasn't been figured out, but I realized I'm going to need a bunch of hoppers. And for the first 3 floors of this, just this one, I think it came up to I'll need 3 double chests of iron ingots. So let's go on over to the actual survival world. Oh, real quick, I did forget, I wanted to show this. This is where I originally tested to make sure the beacon effects would go far enough and I could get it centered and all that. This is like a scale for how much of the hole it's going to take up. So it's a decent chunk, just under a quarter. I don't know what all I'm even going to put in the thing to begin with. I had planned to put farms and some farms and stuff, but I think all that's just going to go to the industrial area now. So I'm not sure, but on to the actual world. Okay, so real quick, I think it is, important to mention that I am going to need a lot of redstone for this. I think I should be good, though, with this, like, 15 stacks, plus I have another 5 stacks over there, and some others just scattered around. So I don't think that's going to be much of a problem. I can't remember if anything, I think comparators need quartz. I think I have enough of that, though, and it's not like it's too hard to get any. But iron is the main problem as of now. You see I marked off kind of where it's going to be. That's 25 by 25. That was the original plan, like I had said. So I still have to like expand out that marking. So I need iron. So I decided I was just going to go mining for it. So I decided to say I decided a bunch of times. But I needed a mine over here, so I have to actually go up to get to like diamond level, which is funny. I need more stairs in here, but this is the start of mine. It's just gonna go this way and that way. Obviously can't go that way. This is just here because I found a abandoned mine shaft that way, and I want to be able to go explore that at some point probably, or just forget about it for years. But I went like a decent distance, like almost 1,000 blocks, and I did get, here's all the stuff I got. I still got like get those diamonds turned in, stone. You don't care about all that crap. And I did wind up with about 2.5 or 3.5 stacks of iron. Can't quite remember. But on top of that, I did have a few stacks of iron blocks from some mining. That is what all that added up to, which wasn't a lot. I still do have a stack of iron blocks left as just, oh, if I need it for anything else. So I could add that in, but I still need 3. And on top of that, I still will need a bunch more for the industrial area, bulk storage. And that, I plan on that having far, far more than 6 chests per item. There are fewer items, but it's going to be close to, if not quite a bit more, hoppers in that. So obviously mining wasn't doing the job, uh, as well as partnering with piglins, which has been my main iron source since I got done with this. So I decided, okay, first off, I need to mention this whole thing. I'm trying to get this all down now. I got the shulker boxes. I set up these hoppers. It didn't work too well, and then so I just put chests under here, and I've been working on that, but I still have a lot of chests left to go. But with that being said, I decided there was only one thing I could do, and that was to finally build an iron farm and forget to record the beginning of it. Okay, so I got the villagers in, and oh my god, it was as bad as you would expect. Worse, actually. So I used there's a village over there. I don't know if, I'm pretty sure I've showed it in a video. I think I went over there when I first came out here. But I got 2 villagers from there, and then I bred them up in a box right here. And you need 10 on each side, so I had a minecart rail going over. I had some leftover rails here from building the mob farm there. Uh, I moved 10 of them over here, and then I was going to push them into the cell. They were in their own box over here, then I get all 10, and I was going to push them into the cell. And they refused to go in. I have a clip of that I'll try and put in somewhere. And then I'm trying to build up the floor so I can get them higher than it to drop them in, because they were only like 1 block higher than it, and I was trying to get them 2 blocks higher than it. And then it starts raining for the third consecutive day. And then they all freak out and they manage to get out, spread all over this platform. Most of them stayed here trying to get to the beds. One did get off, but I was able to capture him and get him back up here, get them all in here. It took a while. That whole villager process took like 4 hours. It was much easier on this side. I built the walls up first before the floor. Uh, it was terrible, and as you can see, the farm is good. I saw a lot of people in the comments talking about how the farm wasn't working for them, but it seems like mine is working. Uh, what I did with doing all 20 at once is you got to make sure that the uh they link up to on the right side, so like you don't have a workbench on one side but it's linked to the villager on the other side. So what I did was I just placed down one, and then I quickly looked at the other side to make sure the green particles weren't popping up on that side, and they did. I take it down and put it over there, and then just repeat that process. Got that done, but that whole process probably took like 4 or 5 hours. Most of that was just sitting around anyways, waiting for babies to grow up and breeding them and stuff. I just threw them carrots in the box so they would have food. And I want to get this farm finished though, so I can actually run it tonight. Super happy. Just gotta get the water in the second platform. Worst part is over, and now I'm gonna do that. Hello. It is not an intro. It is the next day. I got this iron farm done, and I'm all fucking frazzled. So, I don't know if any of the dirt, yeah, one piece of dirt, regular dirt. I hope that grows back into the glass. Uh, can you guess what happened here? Okay, some bullshit ass shit happened here. So this is the room. I don't know if I've shown this, like, not in. This is like 12 hours. Uh, and then for some reason it's going up here, even though it should be going to this one. But, you know, Minecraft consistency, those things don't go together, at least on Bedrock. So I was in here, I had myself boxed in just in case. I have to AFK down here, I'll talk more about that in a minute. But I come out here facing, I'm going to completely reenact it. So I come up here, and then I start sprinting, and then I get to about here, boom. All the way back here where I was standing for about half a second, there's an explosion. There were no creeper noises, so I don't even know if there was a creeper. All this gets fucked up. I had to replace a hopper, I think, but then I think I might have found it. A lot of the dirt here, obviously, is just ridiculous. But this is functional. You can even see there's lights everywhere. I hope this gap is good enough. I'm gonna have to check. I have no way of checking light levels, so what I might do is go into Java, do the same thing. I would imagine light travels the same, but who really knows at this point? So yeah, as you see, that was about 12 hours, so that's pretty good. I think I'm getting close to having about enough for the first the main storage area. I might have to stay here a little bit longer, but okay, wow, not little foxy for once. Okay, um, this I originally tried AFKing up there, but it doesn't load the ground, which is by design, so that it gets better rates. So this wouldn't work. That's at 200 blocks. But that raises the question, if this isn't loaded into work, how the fuck do Endermen keep spawning and Swiss cheese in the fucking land over here when I'm AFKing up there and this isn't even supposed to be loaded in? Because it's everywhere too. It's not just up here, the higher parts. Maybe maybe it is. I don't know. Cause yeah, cause it's down there too. It's everywhere. I don't know what it is. You can see I blocked that off because I did have some issues. I don't know if there's a clip of it, but I did have issues with shit getting up there. And there was a zombie up there, but it just didn't attack me. It was just kind of chilling up there with me, which is weird. Um, I want to light this entire area though, and then maybe make a lower loading platform because I think at about 150, which is about where the platform of that is, this will load in and spawn. But then obviously if that loads in, the ground loads in, monsters spawn and affect the rates. I didn't really get anything AFKing down in there. Like there was four. I noticed. I checked the amount of gunpowder, and I had like 4 gunpowder all overnight. That shouldn't have happened. I think that was just from when I was still coming down or whatever. Speaking of gunpowder, I recently, and recently is like a week ago, I think now, did a 22-hour AFK session, and that's how much gunpowder I got. And then I have this much left. I want to move this down. So getting there on the gunpowder, I still do have to work on the slime farm at some point, and we might get working on that today. You can see oh fuck, fucking Enderman. I don't have anything. See, I filled this up with sand. I don't know if I ever showed this. I filled this up with sand to drain it, and I started collecting more of it as just sand from there. So that's why that doesn't have as much sand as it did. Didn't use it. Um, I'm thinking I'm gonna at least tear out the dirt on everyone. Like I kind of started there and like get to a certain level and dig it, flatten it, and everything, and then go for the TNT. I know this is just kept getting pushed back, but I should be able to use at least the iron farm and this at the same time. I'm hoping I can use all three. I think they all have different mob caps, so it should be good. I'm not sure honestly about this and that. It would kind of suck. Stutter. It'd kind of suck if I couldn't run both of these, but as long as I can run the iron farm as well, that is nice. I added extra blocks here. I did have to. This design is a bit different. Okay, I've never really mentioned, but this is. I'll link in the description. Silent Whisper, obviously. Who else? Even though I think the other two farms in this world, the two main ones, aren't. So I don't know if this one is. The gold farm is. I'm not sure about this one. But you can see here. This. Damn it. These are one block back, and the reason that is because I built each of these platforms one block too wide. It doesn't seem to affect anything, but the water couldn't get to the middle. I could have swore that water traveled 9 blocks, it is 8. One other difference you'll notice is the cats don't go into a campfire because I didn't want to kill the cats, and it hasn't been creating an issue. This worked all night. They just fall down into this room and eventually despawn. I don't even need the string anyways. I have too much string. It's kind of like a storage issue with it up there. I have nothing to do with it, and I also have a full set of leather armor apparently. Should I keep this? It's all like really high durability. Guess I'll keep that. I don't know if I ever need it. I never mentioned these either. This isn't me preparing for the whole powdered snow thing. This is so I can get off my soul speed boots because there's still a bug in the game where if you get onto soul sand and use the soul speed enchantment and stuff, your boots won't come off. It'll be like as like curse of binding or whatever basically. It'll like teleport. It'll go out for a second, but it won't. They'll go right back on. So you have to press LT like that, or I think it's right click on PC or whatever. I think that is it for over here for right now. I don't know what I'm going to do next. Now that I got most of the iron I need, I think, for the hoppers. Let's see, I need to take out all these. I originally was going to set up a composter thing here and at some point and possibly auto sort it. I still might auto sort it, but I don't think I'm going to set up the composter thing here because I'm worried that'll fuck with the villagers because that is for the farm. The farm profession. Okay, so these aren't completely full. So it's getting there. I still need some more time. But I will take these somewhere and set up a little composter thing. I forgot to mention one change I had to make to get this farm to work. You might have noticed it already. But there's normally supposed to be a glass block above their head. I had to remove that. Someone in the comments of that video said to do that to get it to work because it stopped working. It spawned a couple in the beginning, but then once I got it more built up, it stopped working. That would explain it because I didn't have the glass blocks over their head. The slab can stay there. That protects you be very careful. Don't use your pickaxe like I did because I almost killed one of them. I hit them with the fucking Silk Touch, with the netherite pickaxe. So, just sacrifice the glass block, use your hand, and go off to the side so you won't hit them because they immediately start jumping up and down like that because they're in water to keep them linked to the workstations. But I'm glad I got this done and don't have to worry about it again, hopefully. I'm gonna try and run this like a lot so I don't have to worry about iron for a while, and if this design does break, which of course it will, because Mojang, they don't like iron farms, and they especially don't like bedrock players, so the fact that this is even working at all is a miracle. I want to get this going. There's so much I want to do. The original plan for today's video was, as I mentioned, was to get the storage system going, and I guess this is a part of that. But I think I might tackle at least starting on these, because if I'm going to be over here AFKing a lot for iron, it'd be nice to be able to run this to another farm. I need to get a lot of slime anyways for that project. I also need to get a bunch of sand. I don't really need a bunch of sand. I mean, I need some sand for the TNT. I don't need a bunch of sand, but I need that area out there flat. I've got an idea for what I'm going to do. I'm going to mine up all the sand out there, obviously, the mining desert. And I'm going to do sandstone underneath. I'll be able to mine some up from underneath. I'm just going to make it a one big flat thing of sandstone, that whole desert, which is a pretty large desert. And that's where I'm going to build the slime block project that uses slime blocks that I haven't gone into too much detail about on purpose. It's a surprise, even though that is still probably a, like, best case scenario. That's like a few months away. But anyways, I should shut up. I also forgot to mention, the next thing I need to do now that the iron is there is I need to figure out what the hell I'm gonna build the storage room itself out of. I'm not sure. It's probably gonna take a while. I'm gonna probably go into creative and mess around with some stuff and see if I can figure out what I want to do. You know, it's gotta look good, because I'm gonna be spending a lot of time in there over the next however long I have this world. And I also need to be able to get the blocks, maybe iron blocks. I don't know if this is good enough for that quite yet. I don't think so. The one thing I'm kind of thinking for so far is birchwood, because that's kind of like my thing in this. Like that, but that is what I did in Hypixel Skyblock, so maybe I should mix it up a bit. Not much of a builder, as you can see by my gold farm decoration, air quotes. But just getting rambling at this point, so getting rambling, what the fuck? Getting ramblay at this point, whatever the fuck my catchphrase is at this point. Am I getting a cold? That would suck. Okay, this is like getting way off topic. So yeah, I'll probably get, the next thing you'll see is probably me digging out one of these. Or like all these, like digging out the dirt like I mentioned. I should just shut up now, you'll see it like instantly. Okay, so just a little bit later now, and I had been doing some netherite mining, so I want to do something here. So first off, no, crafting table. I was hoping, okay, that got me 17, so I'm not quite up to what I need. I need 26. It shouldn't be too difficult to get that last amount of netherite, or ancient debris, or nether scraps, or whatever the hell. There's like 3 different variants of the stuff. That is 9. So I need like 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36. I need 36 ancient debris, I think. The gold isn't an issue, obviously. 36 to get the 26 netherite I need. So you might be wondering what exactly it is I need this for. I need to talk into the mic to begin with. But if I come over here, I have a little thing going. So what I'm doing here, and this should be, you can see I have the emeralds. I got this emerald box. I turned one of them, just dyed it green, put all my emeralds in here. And I wanted to come over to this guy, and you see he sells diamond shovels. So what I'm doing is I'm buying those. I can only buy 2 at a time, and then I'm filling up this shovel box with it. And I have to fill it all up except for one. Except for one, because I already have a shovel. So just throw this in here. And so then I need to get that many, so that adds up to 26, so I need that to convert these into netherite. But before I do that, I'm going to use the grindstone to strip the unbreaking one and efficiency one off here. Obviously don't need those. I'm going to get, you know, the full-blown, all those enchantments. So after I'm done with this, I get to go over to the village, and I get to bring 4 shulker boxes and fill them all up with, you know, obviously 1 unbreaking, 1 silk touch, 1 mending, 1 efficiency 5. I'm pretty sure I have a silk touch over there. I'm not 100% sure. He might be over here actually, in which case I should probably start buying some if there is one here. I should have the emeralds to do this. I'm thinking, and the main reason I'm doing this now is I've talked about, you know, having each one of these toolboxes. I just decided to start with shovel because, as I talked about the desert, I got a lot of sand that I got to mine out there. So I figured this would be a good time so I can spend like hours and hours out there without having to go back to mend tools. Also, one thing I've been thinking about making is a guardian farm, and this would turn into more of my main XP farm because you can make those with trident killers. You can make it completely AFK experience, and it's kind of a pain in the ass right now because I gotta like hit them and then back up and then switch to the pickaxe or whatever, and then, you know, so it's kind of hard to mend it up. This I would just have to stand in a spot and then switch between the different ones. All the stuff would come to me. So at some point that's gonna happen, but I have to actually find a ocean monument, which I don't think I have. I'm gonna look on some of the online maps and see if I can find one that's in not too far out of not too far into unloaded chunks, because I don't want to, like I said, don't want to load too many before cave update. I think I really haven't gone too far that way, so I might just like head off in that direction and find some caves. And I do want to set up some kind of a cave base type thing, build some stuff down there. This will still stay as the main base though. I think that's it. I'm gonna do most of this off camera, and yeah, get all these. Hopefully I can get silk touch here. Not sure if he might have been one of them when I moved over, but okay, good. Done with this clip now. I'm really bad at this. Got all of the shovels. Gotta turn down my TV speakers. Fucking dumbass. Okay, so I got all of the shovels, as you can see, got them all disenchanted, and I also got all 26 silk touch books that I need. Obviously don't need 27 because I already have one. So now what I'm going to do is I don't need to, well, I can honestly just leave this right here on the ground. I don't have to put shulker boxes in chests. I am going to, hopefully I have 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to go over to the desert village where I have all my enchanting librarian villages with all the enchants, and I'm going to go get 26 mending, unbreaking 3, and efficiency 5. That's going to cost a lot more because I know if efficiency 5 is like pushing a stack each, but I only used, I think, a couple blocks of emeralds, and I still have, you know, a lot left in my inventory, as you can see. I might have to grab, I'm going to have to grab some more books real quick. But yeah, this is probably going to take a while, and then I have to worry about levels too. I'll get a decent amount from actually trading for the books. I only got a couple for disenchanting all those shovels, but I do have my gold farm that I can always go get some more. It's probably going to take a few trips to the gold farm to get the experience to do all this. And I still have to think about getting that additional 9 netherite. So I'm probably going to get all that done, get everything I need to make these into fully enchanted netherite shovels, and see you whenever that is. Probably a while. Iron Farm has been doing pretty well. This is a couple nights, I think, of AFKing plus whatever I had. I already went and filled up those three double chests with iron too, so this is just spare extra. I'm gonna run this thing as much as possible. I don't know if I mentioned that. I'm gonna run this thing as much as possible, like every night if I can, because these tend to get broken a lot, and I want them to, want to get, enough iron to get me by until I can get another one built if this one breaks or get this one fixed or whatever. Also got this full of poppies, and I actually ran out of space because there's more in here. I have a auto composter thing set up by the base. I don't want that over here because a composter is a workstation. I don't want that to mess up anything. I might try and get something set up closer, but that's how it is for now. Also, this is done. You see, I had to use that shovel. Got all these set up. I was gonna time lapse me putting all the enchantments on, but I kept having to run back and forth. And then eventually, I just moved everything over to the gold farm and got that all done. That was the hardest part, was getting all the levels for this. But hopefully, next time I do something like this with a bunch of tools, I will have a AFK XP source of some kind. Also, if you know slime farms, which are what's going to be over here in those four things, you know that some designs use iron golems, and that was what I was planning on. But then I built this, and I didn't really think about that when I built this, but then once I got this done, I kind of realized that, oh, well, that might completely break this farm because there'll be golems in the area, and they might technically be in the village, so the villagers won't spawn any. So I heard that it was possible to use snow golems and some. I thought I might have heard that the design I was going to use could have had them swapped out, but no. So I went ahead and looked for another design, and it's actually only the chunk itself. So I put up the walls here. I actually had went through each one of these, and I mined out all the dirt, and then that's when my dumbass realized that, oh, I gotta do a whole new design. I don't have to use these edges. So on each side I put the walls back up. So that's just the four actually that was needed for the other farm design. This one, it's a bit different. It's not quite as good. It produces I think it's 5,000 as opposed to 6,100 an hour. So it is 1,100 less, but it's not that crazy. This is easier to build, and I have to use a design like this anyways with this snow golem. But with four of them, that's, I should still get all the rates. It's like 5, 10, 15, 20,000 a an hour, but it's still gonna take a while for what I need it for. I also figured out that to build this thing, some quick math is gonna be like 300 hours of building. So I'm gonna do that a bit differently. I'm probably just gonna do that in the background and still make my Minecraft videos, while I'm doing that. But I just won't go over there. I won't show it. I'll just do that, but I'll record the whole thing and try and time lapse it if I can with 300 hours. But I'm holding a bow, as you notice, which I'm kind of bad at not grabbing it. New enchantment, as you can see, Flame, my Unbreaking 3 villager way over at the desert had it, so I got that on here, and there's lag because there's a bunch of drowns over there because I've been AFKing here. I gotta do something about that, light that up or fill it in or something. Didn't have the time, but it's short on time, so I didn't have the time to clear them out before this, but hopefully it's not a big problem. But flame bows are for one thing, and that's this. I mean, I guess they help with killing mobs, but I'm starting to shake here. Let's fucking do it. Oh fuck, I'm all. I gotta be careful here. I put TNT and then a block and then I didn't grab. Fucking rockets. I was an idiot. That went well. The blast pulled me in. Oh god, they're not keeping going. I hate this game. I took all the blocks out of my inventory too. Why does that? Some are still going. This is botched as fuck. Yeah, I had to also mine under the obsidian here a bit because I fucked up the actual dimensions of where the chunks are. This could have went better. I'm gonna stand back here a bit. I'm hoping this just... Oh god, why does it like this? That chain should just go. This is... Mojang is just ridiculous. There's no reason. If one blows up, the blocks in between should not be fucking stopping that. Well, this is botched. It's like, see, one went down like it should. This is not a very good thing. I'm just gonna stack up the fucking TNT next time. It's easier anyways. I tried skipping one block because I didn't think it would be necessary, I'd just be wasting TNT at that point, basically. But no, apparently it is. Even though it worked on one, but just not the other. Okay, this is really frustrating the shit out of me. I don't have rockets. I was gonna grab rockets as like an emergency thing and to like fly over as it was going off, but I couldn't because I forgot because I was in a hurry. And now it's gonna take even longer. God, anytime I try and do anything in this game, it just doesn't work. It's ridiculous. Whenever I try and do something like, oh, I've never done this before, and I know it works this way, and then I go do it, and then it just doesn't work. Oh, I'm an idiot. Look at that. Oh yeah, those shulker boxes are just stone I brought over to like fix the walls. Yay, I think that's... I can see all the arrows. I think that's... might be it. I don't know where the hell the middle... I think is middle off to this a bit. So yeah, that's where the middle one would have been. Some on the edge. I might have to mine that down. I knew there's going to be some by hand mining here anyways. But I think that's good. That didn't go as smoothly as I would have hoped, but I'm glad it actually took off for once. That doesn't look like much actually happened there. But what I'm going to want to do is... I'm not... Okay, apparently I was. Honestly, I was expecting a bit more destruction. I don't know what's with those two's blast radiuses. Those look a bit small, but I might build some kind of platform and then like come through here with more TNT, especially in like the middle. And I'll probably be I probably don't know that I'll use TNT on the edges and do that by hand. That way I don't go through too far over there and have to rebuild back up too much because these are gonna be flat walls here. As for decoration, I think for the walls, I'm not going to really do anything. I'm just going to have it be like 3 or 4 dirt layers or whatever, and then the rest just, I'm going to take out all the diorite ores and granite and all that, and it's just going to be plain stone. And along with that, platforms are just going to be like lime green concrete, which I still have to get that. But with that, I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is I might do a live stream like working on these and then obviously blowing up the other 3 and getting this one cleaned up. So maybe I'll get the beacon over here. I don't know. I'm thinking I might, it'd be nice to have another beacon. And I've been like struggling on how the hell I'm going to kill a weather better. I think I got a bit of an idea. So with an iron farm, I saw somebody do this, an iron farm. You can just get a bunch of iron golems to go fight it. Now, it seems like I tried this or seen someone try it before recently when I saw somebody do it when it worked. Like, recently I saw somebody do it. It was on Java, though, but it worked and it, like, killed the thing in seconds. It seems like either I or I've seen somebody on, like, YouTube try it and it, like, they all got killed immediately by the initial explosion, all the golems. So I'm not sure. I'll probably put that to the test in, like, a creative world. And see if that's like a viable way, because if I could do that, I would spend all the damn iron like to build like 10 iron golems in order to get a nether star for a beacon, and then I just get a bunch of those and then I wouldn't have to worry about it again, because man, I hate the wither. I hate the boss fights. But yeah, with that being said, also on top of the I don't know on top of the working on these, I don't know, I might stream some working over at the desert, digging some stuff out. I might just do that off camera. I might do both streaming or just one of them streaming. That's where it's looking, what it's looking like, and that'll be probably in between this video and the next Minecraft video. But as you might be able to tell, I think I'm going to end this one here. I think I've got enough for an episode. I don't know. I'm trying to cut them a bit shorter so I can actually get them out quickly instead of the hour and 20 minutes or an hour and 50 minutes or whatever. Those are not the goals for these videos, but somehow I'm just get out of hand with me rambling like this. So yeah, that is the to-do list. Hopefully get these both completely dug out, and hopefully I can get some farms in them, like the farms built up in them, which isn't too much, just a lot of placing concrete is what it'll be. I'll have to go grab some snow. There's a snowy biome over there, but I'm rambling at this point. Twitch, links in the description. Also my live stream archive channel, links in the description. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.